Before we start the video, just a quick reminder that I do have a Discord server, so if you haven't yet, please join it. We can chat there, and also it's a good way for me to communicate with you in case something bad happens to the channel. If you're interested, the link to it is in the description. Yo, what's up guys, it's OverlordX and I, and welcome to a new Ninjago video. Season 14, Episode 4, The Tooth of Wojira, aired in English today, so I thought I'd make a quick review. I'll say my thoughts, the pros and cons, and ultimately, how I would rate the episode on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best. Got it? Cool. Let's get started. Also, spoilers. Duh. This episode was good, but like last episode, I personally think the quality decreased. As for pros, it had an action-packed start. I loved watching the ninja use spinjitzu to fight their way through the keepers to eventually reach Jay. And the Zane visuals with his ice were incredible, so awesome job to Wildbrain. I got a laugh when Kai said that what was supposedly Wojira actually ate Jay, quote-unquote, since that was the first time something positive about Jay came out of his mouth. I think. Nice to see the writers do that for once. When we got to the part where the keepers were explaining their backstory with the fake Wojira, I giggled seeing a chicken be a sacrifice. It's a running gag in Ninjago and I'll always accept it. The one time so far where we have had a permanent consequence in the Wildbrain era showed up in this episode, that being the Cryptarium inmates who broke out of their jail cells in Season 12. So glad this happened, honestly, gotta praise the episode for that. Of course, we had the return of Ronin, so nice to see that. Twitchy had a nice return and there was some awesome animation as he sped towards Ronin, so once again, great job Wildbrain. There is a con I will explain in a bit though. The apology scene with Chief Mamatis was okay, but it didn't feel amazing. Won't dock the episode for that though. And finally, the Wojira scene at the end. Really love the cliffhanger for Season 15. As for cons, I have quite a few to mention. First is actually what I think to be a poor performance of voice acting. Not that any of the Ninjago voice actors are bad, but I feel like Jay wasn't scared enough as he approached the fake Wojira. Also, the no's that Nia let out weren't dramatic enough. I felt kinda disappointed there personally, but I don't know, you guys may think differently. Second, when we got to the Keeper backstory scene, it should have been a proper flashback. I would have loved to see the first Spinjitzu Master commune with the Keepers, but that just didn't happen. Come on, that was a missed opportunity. Not that he needed to be there when Ronin lied to them about the sacrifices, but still. Speaking of which, I feel like the Keepers fell for the sacrifice thing too easily. Shouldn't the guy who proposed to make sacrifices have been required to identify himself? I would have personally taken that precautionary measure, but again, it didn't happen. Fourth, the Twitchy Tim Ex Machina. For any of you guys who don't know what an Ex Machina is, it's pretty much something that suddenly solves an unsolvable problem. That was Twitchy Tim here. I feel like he was too convenient to return in the final fight. It didn't fit in my opinion, and we also never saw him conquer his fear of failure on screen. Come on! Fifth, Clutch, you did it again.
You stupid.
Sixth, won't dock the episode for this, but we never heard Chief Mamatis' name. Once. This entire season. And this episode had the opportunity to do it, and it didn't. Come on! And finally, I won't dock the episode for this, but it felt kinda strange to not see the screen we saw a couple weeks ago in the French version with the In Loving Memory of Kirby Morrow. That might be an exclusive feature of the 44-minute TV special edition of Season 14, but I don't know. Overall, if I had to rate the episode, I would give it a 5 out of 10. It had some good stuff in it, but honestly, there were lots of missed opportunities due to cramming a lot of stuff into 11 minutes. That's all I have to say. What are your thoughts on episode 4? Please let me know in the comments. That marks the end of my Season 14 episode review, so expect the closure of Season 14 coverage to begin tomorrow with final thoughts. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.